What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So last year I made a few budget gravel bike videos where I talked about 5 pretty decent gravel bikes, all for right around $1,000. I will link those videos on the screen right now. Well, I was interested to see what other budget gravel bikes are being offered, what other budget gravel bikes are out there. So without further ado, here are 5 more budget gravel bikes for right around $1,000. Let's get into it. The first bike on the list is the Polygon Bend R2 that comes in at $1,029. The bike has an aluminum frame and carbon fork, clearance for wide tires and disc brakes. For a drivetrain, you get a 2x9 Shimano Sora group set. This bike also comes as 650B with 47C tubeless ready tires. It was interesting to me that this bike comes as 650B, and I actually kind of like that on a bike like this because it seems that comfort and adventure is what Polygon had in mind when designing the bike. This bike also comes with through axles front and rear, which is a really nice feature on a bike at this price point. The next bike on the list is the Cube Nuroad, coming in at 900 euros or right around 995 US dollars. I had a difficult time finding how much the Cube Nuroad cost because prices were not listed on their site, but after doing a little bit of digging, I found that their base model gravel bike comes in around 900 euros or just under 1,000 US dollars. When designing this bike, Cube was inspired by their cyclocross bikes and then threw in a little bit of mountain bike DNA. This bike comes as an aluminum frame and carbon fork, has tire clearance for massive tires, and even rack, mudguard, and a kickstand mount. This bike comes with a 2x8 Shimano Clarus drivetrain, disc brakes, and Schwalbe G1 40C tires. So honestly, I think this is a super sick looking bike, especially the entry level model. I really like the turquoise paint with the black fork. I just think it looks sick. The next bike on the list is the Genesis CDA 20, coming in at 900 euros or 995 US dollars. I want to start off by saying that when I looked at this bike on the Genesis site, it currently is out of stock, but hopefully as things continue to get back to normal, they will have it back in stock soon. This bike comes as an aluminum frame with a steel fork, has Shimano Sora 2x9 drivetrain, disc brakes, 700C wheels wrapped in WTB Riddler Comp 700x37C tires, and several mounting points. There is nothing fancy about this bike. It looks simple with minimal decals, but I think that's one of the things I like about it. And I want to add, while this bike is pretty simple looking, not a lot of decals, I do love the seafoam green paint scheme. The next bike on the list is the REI Co-op Cycles ADV 2.1, coming in at $1,300. This bike is an aluminum frame with a carbon fork. It comes spec'd with a 2x8 Shimano Clarus drivetrain, mechanical disc brakes, WTB ST I-19 tubeless ready 700C wheels, wrapped in Kenda Flint Ridge 700x35mm tires. And so you're probably wondering, why is this bike $1,300 and the other bikes on the list are around $1,000? I'm gonna say, for one, the bike comes from REI, and if you've ever purchased anything from REI, you know their return policies are ridiculously good and the customer service there is awesome. So that's the one thing. And the next thing is, this bike has through axles front and rear, which is a pretty nice feature in my opinion on a lower end gravel bike. And the next thing is, this bike has a pretty good wheel set, and the wheel set on this bike has 32 spokes front and rear. So if you want to do some adventuring with this bike or some bike packing, it's got a pretty strong stock wheel set, which I think is a nice feature on a bike at this price point. And last but not least on the list is the Pure Cycles Adventure Apex, coming in at $1,100. I'll start off by saying that the Pure Cycles website isn't great. When I go to look at the different builds of this bike on the website, it reads nothing found 404. But I wanted to learn more about this bike, so I actually found out more about it on the REI site. This bike differs from the other bikes on the list for the fact that the frame material is steel and not aluminum, and uses a carbon fork. This bike also comes with a SRAM Apex 1x drivetrain, which in my opinion is a better quality drivetrain compared to the other bikes on this list. I have heard great things about Pure Cycle's bikes, and they are known for being a great value. The front hub on the bike uses a through axle, which is nice, but the rear uses a quick release. This bike also has a ton of mounts, so it would do well as a commuter or touring bike. So there you have it, 5 more budget gravel bikes. Guys, I'm no expert. Everything I just said in this video is my opinion. I'm sure you guys all have your opinions as well, so do me a favor and comment below. If you guys know of any other budget gravel bikes that I missed, comment them below. I'd love to make a 4th budget gravel bike video, but I appreciate you guys checking out the video. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and until next time, keep crushing it.